Down the elevators or escalators to the red baggage claim area.
Okay, so we just flew to Florida.
This will be fun. This is Jessica's first time in Florida ever.
This is good because we'll actually get experience on a catamaran, like living aboard one. We haven't had the experience to actually like stay on one. We've only sailed one for our class.
And their boat is, if you've not seen it, is a Lucia 40. It's Fontaine Peugeot. It's about 40 feet long. And it's brand new. It's like really new. They've had almost just under a year. So this is going to be a very good experience.
I'm really excited.
Good practice.
See if we actually like it, which I'm sure we will. So.
Yeah, I'll grab those off.
We're on a boat, and it's not our boat. We're actually on Unspoken, which is Mike and Lauren's boat.
Decorated boat. And now we're sailing for the next 3 weeks. It's a perfect way to spend my 40th birthday.
We're going to be on this boat for a week. We're doing a small little jaunt with them. We're going from St. Petersburg, Florida, down to Key West, and then they'll continue on and have fun down in the Keys for another few weeks. We could only do this week, but it'll be a good experience. We're on Unspoken. If you don't know Unspoken, it's a 40-foot Lucia Fontaine Peugeot. It's pretty much brand new. And if you don't know, if you don't know Mike and Lauren, we'll introduce them in a bit. But I'm sure you will. So this is London. London. Hi. We are currently in London's seat because London likes to be the helm's dog, and she's just waiting for us to get out of it. At the moment, we are just motoring out from St. Petersburg, which is over there. And what do you have to say, Jessica?
It's good to be on a catamaran instead of a monohull.
Give you a forward view. We'll do like a whole. Mike's already got a boat tour, so we won't do a boat tour. We'll just link to it, but we'll show you little bits of it.
Is it blinking?
I turned the blink off, actually, so people won't like always like if you're walking around,
right.
people see the red
That's pretty
dot,
smart.
They're like, oh, what's it? He's filming. So the counter is the only visual display I got. So that's how I go.
And you're
Yeah, because otherwise people are like, why is he filming us? Our goal for this sail was to work our way down to Venice, Florida. It wasn't a very far sail, only about 60 nautical miles, but the winds weren't particularly up, and we didn't fare much better than an average of about 5 knots per hour for the day. We were also avoiding doing night sails on this trip, so this was a good 12-hour day from morning to dusk. It's also worth noting that we were sailing to a schedule. Jessica and I had a flight at the end of the week out of Key West we had to make, and Mike and Lauren had other guests flying in on the same day. So Unspoken had to be in Key West by the end of the week no matter what. As you'll see in our next video, the weather was all over the place that week thanks to a front moving through, and that meant a mix of things, including a lot of motoring and also sailing in uncomfortable seas. But this was okay for us because it meant that each of the 5 days we sailed were all quite distinct and different to the other days. So for this, our first day on the water, the wind was running with us fast enough to get us to our anchorage that night. So we hauled out and rigged up the parasailer. The parasailer is an awesome thing, and this was our first time flying one of these specifically. We didn't really get to use it enough to really get a feel for the differences between it and a traditional spinnaker, but I'm glad we got to play with it some. That night, we motored into our anchorage right as the sun was setting. For us, this was a good experience of what it's like to show up to a totally new place and try to find a spot to stay for the night.
Spin to the right and dock on the other side of it.
Yeah, it's narrow.
My first time ever.
The channels weren't really marked well, and we made a couple aborted attempts trying to get into the anchorage because the water surrounding it was all too shallow. We didn't actually film the anchoring process because we lost light quickly and had jobs to do. Stay tuned for our next video where we properly introduce Mike and Lauren of Unspoken and get some experience on some livelier seas as we continue our journey down the coast. Please subscribe if you're not already and thumbs up this video if you liked it. Check out our Patreon if you'd like to support us and our journey to buy a boat and sail it all around the world. Also, lastly and most importantly, make sure to head on over and check out SV Unspoken's channel. I'll put a link to it right here.